Good evening. We are back again, another live stream. I hope everybody is well. I'm playing one of the new pad sounds, which will be inside the Explorer 10 we create with Klangwelt. I'm currently having a nice project wherein we together create a sound bank, which will be part of the Explorer 10 bundle. Of course, it will be also a separate sound set which you can purchase, but cool thing is that we have done A and B sounds. So Carol brings me a preset. I bring a preset to Gerald, and then we make on the presets a variation. And of course, I love pads, and one of my basic presets is this Ambient Giant. So everybody, welcome. Let me see if everything is working. Yeah, Klangwelt is there. Cool. So we talked today a little bit about this sound bank in progress, which is in conjunction with Klangwelt. And so today, you see here, I already created this bank. It will pop up in the Explorer 10, but also as a separate sound bank. It's called the Explorer X bank. And you see we added some prefixes. So lead sound is inside of it as a prefix, lead pad. So let me play a sound here. This was an effect sound. And from that, I made a variation, and that's this one. Also an effect sound, but that's then the tiny mechanic. So that's really fun to have a preset, and from there, I do my own thing on his presets and vice versa. I must say I did not add many of his presets inside of it, which were a variation on my presets. That's a good one. I forgot before the live stream to download them. Let me see if I can have a little trick on doing this while we talk. Give me a second. So let me show this. Then I do this. And I go to Dropbox. Excuse me. I'm not sure if he already, yeah. Let's see. I need to go to Dropbox. That's where we put in the presets. Here it pops up. Okay, so let me download these. So I'm doing this on the fly, as you can see, because I forgot to download them. Now I need to drag them into the bank. So these are single presets, which I need to drop in the preset bank. Okay, Rob. I go to BLUE-3, and then I drop this in this bank folder number 17, which are all third-party sound banks or trade sound banks. And now I put in the variations, which Klangwelt, Gerald created. Okay. So they should be in there. Okay, now can I play them? So I go back here, let me open this so that I can trace them. So Mega Vintage Pad, that's a pad I created, Mega Vintage Pad, and then you see here, Mega Vintage Pad 1A RP. So that's the original sound, which is a kind, the idea behind this is to use the diamond string, which I mentioned so many months ago, which is a organ type of string, vocoder string thing, this black thing, which has string sounds and a vocoder built in, and I did sample these string sounds. It's a very typical sound, and what I did is combine these string sounds with the synthesis of BLUE-3 using square waveform, which creates a pad sound. So it's more like a stacked Jupiter, so this is more the Jupiter sound. And then on top you have these diamond strings. Really a big sound, typical to me, somehow still a 70s sound. And then Gerald Klangwell made a variation, which is version B, and that's the first time I play it, so let's see what he made from it. Aha, pitch glide. Very stereo. So that's what we do. We pick a preset and I make... no, I need to tell it differently. Klangwell makes a preset, I make a preset, and we both make then variations on the presets we both created. So that's the A and B. So GA stands for Gerald Arendt, who is then Klangwell. So we had other ones. Lead da bass, watch a preset of mine. So this is a bank in progress, which I'm talking about. This one will be in the Explorer 10 and as a single sound bank on the homepage. But it's currently we're working on this one next to the other stuff we're working on. But I thought that would be cool to do some new sound design for BLUE-3. And this adds some fresh ideas. Some new perspective to BLUE-3. Rovox. Have a strange Rovox sound. Sorry. My voice is a little bit... Okay, let me see where it is. That's... Pat Rovox. Oh, here it is. So that's a weird pad sound. It sounds essentially very thin. When I open the modulation wheel, it changes the vowel. You can see here, in the animated dial shows that you see the ring change here. That means that the So this is the original sound I created, and let's see what Gerald made from it. Oh, that sounds more moving. You see here, he changes. Very nice, very nice. So green is a very strange sound I created. Synth green. So then you see the name of this synth is called Green ARP. stands for my name, which you say. Typical synth sound. Uses the string model and a sample and FM synthesis. You see here, if you go to the algorithm, you see that 3 and 4 modulate 5. And from this is only number 3 used, so 3 modulates 5. You got this typical sound. So essentially this is the FM type. Sounds a bit like a mellow E-piano, but on top you got this noise sound and the string model. The typical lead sounds. And let's check what Garrett made from it. So that is then green B. Oh, added a more percussive. Really a stack sound. Nice for fusion music, if you can do fusion music, jazz type of things. Really a nice sound, which maybe Toto would use now if they would create some new songs. Yeah, cool, isn't it? Okay, let's see. This is a excuse me, this one is a little bit too soft. I think we need to store this one again. I think this volume is better. A mellow, soft synth sound. So this is the A-ring thing by Gerald. So I went on this one, so worked on this one. B. I added a flute bottle. Nice synth sound. So 2. One is more mellow. That's the one from Gerald. Depends on your style of music, song. Let's go to another one. I can use also this list. I always go to the bank manager. That's my natural thing, because then you have overview. And I had also the Mega Vintage 2. And there Gerald also made a variation. This is again the big stack sound from this. If you would pick a lot of vintage gear, Jupiter 8, Selena strings, this diamond strings, you stack them together. Oh yeah, Gerald, that's a good one. And should not forget the modulation wheel. Let's go back to the other one, because I think that maybe does have an interesting thing going on. Which was the one we just used? Oh, can I look it up here in the recently browsed. But then it's alphabetical here. Pulse of Peace, was that the one? Yeah. Okay, yeah, cool. So this is the one from Gerald, so Pulse of Peace. Can see my modulation wheel. Yeah, you see it on the left side. If you go to the left upper corner, you can see me sitting behind the keyboard. And so the other one, the variation I created. Adds the flute. Oh, there's another one again. Yeah, we were stuck with the Mega Vintage 2, that one. Okay, that was the last one. So you see, this is a combination of, let me shut down because I have 6 oscillators. This is doing the Solina strings. And this one does the diamond strings. And then we have, by using 4 oscillators with a square waveform, using pulse modulation, we have a Jupiter type pad sound. And these all together make that you have a big pad sound. So yeah, currently we're working on this. This bank will have 64 presets, will be inside the Explorer 10, which we hope to release in February. We plan to have it at the end of January, but there's too much work we still need to do with Raw 2 and this other new plugin. And in the meantime, yeah, working on this sound set for the amazing BLUE-3. So let me see if we have another one with okay, I cannot pronounce that, Gerald. You created a preset name I cannot pronounce. Obsesslist brain. Cyclist's brain. I'm a bit dyslexic, so I'm sometimes have problems in reading and typing. Nice arpeggiator sound. CDXY is used. So let's go to this one. My variation, more belly. So this is the variation. So plenty of this type of things inside of it. Let me see what this one is, because the name's not always. So that's also, this is using also secret. Open in modulation wheel. I'm not sure if I have a beat in this song, because I was a little bit late today. So maybe I don't have any. Sometimes it's nice to have to get an impression of the sound in the music. So that's the version of Gerald from Klangwelt. Version A, and then you get my version is this one. A lot different. And we have some more arpeggiators. So this is a sound which I did not make the variation yet. It's a very nice one. Okay, now you wonder what would Rob do with this preset? And maybe I should do this now live. So let me see. So we have 3 oscillators. I see we have 2 filters used. Let me see. I would pick here maybe a sample we could try. Let's try the Solina strings. Okay, that one has a fast attack. So what I can do in oscillator 4 is open the amount of oscillator 4 from the envelope, and then I can make a slow attack. So if I shut down these, hear that? Slow attack. So oscillator 4, you need to open the envelope amount, so then it controls the volume of the oscillator 4, which is also used for FM synthesis. Open that one. Yeah, that's nice. That's already good. Sometimes you don't need to do a lot to add another dimension to a sound set. So here we go. I need to save that one. So I will save that one, save preset as, and this one would be called Microcosmos B. That's my initials behind it. So yeah, another one, Gerald. This is very nice. The original is very nice. So I check, of course, the volume here. Let me check the volume. So that one is good. Then you had this original one. You see what a difference in sound. This one is also very good. Depends on your song, you know? So now we got the variation. And as mentioned, it depends on your song, what you like to use. Okay, some Wong notes, some jazz notes. So that's what we're working on. So what the plan is, again, about this BLUE-3 sound set, it will be part of the Explorer 10. Explorer 10 is a whole bundle which have then the Raw 2, a new instrument. It will have an additional sound bank for Albino 3 Legend, and it will have an additional sound bank for BLUE-3. If you don't have the Explorer 10, you still can use this purchase this sound bank on our homepage once released. But currently we are working on this sound bank. It's Klangwelt, Gerard Arendt, which is also in the chat room, together with me. I create a preset, and he makes a variation or a remix on my preset. And the other way around, he creates a preset like this one, this Microcosmos, and I make a variation on it. And as you can see, sometimes the variations go very fast. And one thing which was a funny thing what happened, because this sound originally was a up sound. But it only plays once. That's one of the cool features, of course, with the arpeggiator. You also can say, loop mode not active, but single playing one groove. But then I made a variation on it, and then it keeps on playing as an arpeggiator, as you would expect normally with an arpeggiator. So I told Gerald, maybe it's a good idea to rename this one as a sound effect, because if people think it's an ARP sound, they might create a support ticket and mention it stops playing, but that's because in the loop mode it's single, so it only plays once this sequence. That's what, of course, happens if you have a lot of features in a synthesizer, that you can do things which, the average user might not expect. So what we did is make this one a sound effect, and the variation which I created on this preset, I renamed and give it another name. I made it an ARP preset, which is then, because this one is Tiny Mechanic, and I called mine Full Mechanic, which is the original preset was this one, so what I just played, and I made this from it. And this one, you see, this ARP continues playing. So sometimes we run from one thing into another thing. So one preset became another full new preset. And now Gerald has to make a variation or a remix of a remix. So all kind of sounds on board. I like this plug sound. Very percussive. And this plucky sound is not by a sample, but it's simply FM synthesis. This is FM synthesis. 3 oscillators, you see here. The algorithm, 3, 4, and 5 modulate 6. And each of the oscillators has its own, you see a little dot here. That means that the volume envelope is active. Same for 5 and 6, which goes to the output, doesn't have the envelope active, because that one uses then the main envelope volume. So you got an FM sound combined with a percussion sound, which is this one. But the attack of it, she got some very cool for techno. Yeah. There's a variation created by Gerald on this one. Let me see what he created. So this is the original one. And if I go to the next preset, we got B. Oh, that's different. Also very percussive with a delay. It's also nice if you have a beat. So very nice. You see a lot of variations in the type of sounds, from pads to all kind of other thing. Sky plug is one also plug sound which I created. Oh, it's an ARP sound. Yeah, so it's gonna be fun, this sound bank. So hope you guys in the chat room do like what you are hearing. Okay, let me check the chat room because we see some people pop up. Hello, Tom Aldrich, Klangpap. Yeah. What do you do with the free section in the ARP? That's a good question, Tom. Well, it has been used, I'm not sure in this preset, but you can use it to give a sound in the mod matrix. You can use it as a source to change other parameters, the free row. So that's why we call it free. You can address it to a free parameter. I think Klangwelt, Gerald did use it, but I need to see which preset it was again. Maybe on this one. Let's see. Let's give it a try. So the arpeggiator is here. Here we see the free row, and you see different values. And if we go down back to the main matrix, mod matrix, and then we can see, yeah, here we can see that the arpeggiator free row is controlled to the volume decay. So the volume decay changes over time. Here you see it. Gets a little bit longer. This is decay, and the outer ring displays the animation. So if I increase this, let me see if I can make the sound a bit more clear. So here's the arpeggiator free row, controlling the volume envelope decay, 90%, and I can increase that. Yes. For this, you can use the free row. And in fact, with the BLUE-3, you have even 3 free rows. So you have 3 destinations you can use. So you can make some very interesting dynamic changeable sounds, which change each step of the arpeggiator, make it longer or other accents. You see here the changes in the lengths. By the way, this is the easy page. Looks nice. So that's what you can do. Yeah. And if you mess up, you always can click here, original, and you have the original soundset. And the free row is also available in Sub-Boom Bass 2, with the same reason that you can control the FX, or in Predator 3. And by the way, last live stream we talked about Predator 3, so check out Predator 3, a video of the last live stream where we talked about Predator 3 and did some cool stuff inside of that one. So let me see. We have Sandburn. It's a nice pet sound. I think I created that one today. Or was it just? Weird sounds around it. Although, if you shut this down, and that's something you can do as end user, is if you have a preset with BLUE-3, just shut down one of the oscillators and listen. Maybe sometimes you run into a very nice other sound. So then you don't want to have this sand burning sound. Yes, Zauberland. Maybe that one also uses the arpeggiator, maybe also the free row. No, in this case, not really. Very nice arpeggiator sound. Zauberland. So this is a preset from Gerald. Let's put a... So this is Sauberland, and then I did remix the sound in this one. I don't recall it, so let's just play it. Minimal change. Yeah, minimal change to the sound. It goes a little bit higher in the arpeggiator rate. But maybe some sounds I need to adjust. I think I need to adjust this one still a little bit. Yeah, the CPU usage, I think it's pretty modest for the sound what you get. It depends also, of course, if you have all the oscillators active. Unison can be a little bit of a strain on the computer, because then you stack on the voices, so that, and each voice needs its own CPU power, of course. So you see, we have now 51 presets, so pretty far. So it's getting very nice with this lineup of the presets. This new bank for the BLUE-3, which will be a trade set, but inside the Explorer 10 bundle. And the Explorer 10 bundle, yeah, it's expected to land early, somewhere in February. We plan to have it at the end of January, but we have too much work on the other things, because, yeah, we also work on RAW 2 and this other new plugin, which does not have the finished graphics. So if you have a question about BLUE-3, let me know in the chat room. I think we have quite some views here, some people inside of it. Yeah, CPU usage is always in relation to the preset. Depends on your computer, of course. What I use here in my system currently, my main studio computer is a E9 PC. Of course, I have also a Mac computer next to me with the M1. But it's you can use a lot of plugins. They are very if you look at what is possible, it's okay, the CPUs, but it depends also on the preset, of course. And as mentioned, it's not always needed to have many oscillators active. I mean, you can have 6 oscillators, but for instance, this one, one of the basic presets, which is a 1970 bass. It's a very nice. Did you know, by the way, that years ago, they stopped now playing live, but that Rush used Blue for on stage as synthesizer? I think at that time it was the original Blue. And this is also a Blue 1 sound. 600 bass, the Prophet 600. I have that one here behind me. You see that one? Yeah, that's the Prophet 600. Sorry, I recreated a little bit this bass. Here my keyboard. Nice bass. So yeah, you see, even analog basses are possible with BLUE-3, which is of course a combination of FM synthesis, subtractive, samples, even string model. Yeah, very dry reso bass. Ooh, that's a dirty one. Yeah, somebody asked, can BLUE-3 do EDM plugs? I think the Avicii used Blue also. I think maybe he did change the sound. We have plenty, of course, in this. I'm not sure if I can find fast a plug sound in the current preset banks. Maybe in the synth lead. I'm not sure. I think as tagging, we don't have the plugging set categories. Oh yeah, we have plug. So maybe I can search category, use plug, and see what happens. Synth leads. That is not a plug. That's a chord. These are harp. Pizzicato. Yeah, these are all kind of, that's a good one. So all kind of different plugs. FM plug. Yeah, I mean, in this new bank, I added also a plug, but that is not out yet. So that's the Explorer X bank, together with Klangwelt, Gerald Arendt. This one is created, and then there is this definitely a plug sound in this one. So let me see. That's not a plug. No, I don't know how that landed up with this tagging. Where is it again? This is a plug. A bit overtone plug, but I had another one. Why? Where is it? Ah, here, this one. These are the two plugs. But this is one from the Future Bank. So there are more plugs, but as mentioned, then you need to go to the manager, go to search category, make that everything is amp, and then you got plug, and then the banks which have a plug sound do have then, see, then it pops up here. It's a bit darker blue. Well, I'm not sure if that is a plug. This one? No. So sometimes it's a very wide description, of course, what a plug is. That's a good one. So if I go up here, synth sounds. Yeah. Yeah, it's a plug, but it's a chord. More like a guitar, you know? Harp. Harp. It's of course plug, but this is a real plug. This is a... It's a real sample of a Celtic harp. The strings, so this is real. So that you also could use. So if you have this preset, I think Yeah, you have a kind of plug, but that's sometimes different from maybe what you see in terms of plug. But this is an original plug. Yeah, the string model, good question. String model, we added some presets. Let me see, maybe in digital bass. That's also a plug, by the way. So let me see if I can find a plug sound in, I think maybe in an introduction bank. Sorry for making. Well, let me see. Plug. I guess it's inside the preset name a little bit later. No. This is a pizzicato with Santur combined. Now I'm looking for the string model. If there is anything inside the introduction bank, let me see. No, that's not one. Let's go to the new bank, because there I can recall that we did use this in one of the newer presets as well. I think it's in the sequence bank. Sorry, guys. Here it is, string model. If you select string model here in the waveforms, you got string model 184. Oops. Then you see down here color, length, and damping. But what also happens is that here this dot is active, so you see that the string is active. Then you go to oscillator 1. And then it's just a matter of playing around. White noise is the most common used thing as bass for the sound. But I combined this one with FM synthesis, so. And if you think, okay, I only want to use the bass, then you go to the play mode and you say, make it legato, and then have you. And you can play it yourself. So this string model is very typical, so it has a very typical sound. So if you have here pink noise, you see if you change the color to pink noise, getting darker. So the plug, length, I like to use the damp, and you can use, of course, velocity controlling the damping. And even a supple slit. But that's the typical thing. It's as nice as an addition. So that's one of the examples, but I think it's in more, maybe in this one also, I'm not sure. No, this one not. By the way, one of the brilliant sounds of Jamal is in the introduction bank, is this this sitar. Where was I saw it? Just saw it. The okay, let me see. I'm looking for it, but I don't see it. Ah, too many presets sometimes. Sitar, where are you? Or did he call it different? Yeah, in the meantime, I see Han Solo. That's what I want to say with this sound. It only uses 2 oscillators, and sometimes that's good enough and having a very nice sound. Yeah, you see, only 2 oscillators and even 1 oscillator can make a good sound. Yeah, that's a good one, guys. I wanted to show you one of the cool sounds Jamal created. Jamal is a little bit busy, and hopefully he has a little bit time again for us creating some sounds for Raw 2 and the new instrument, but we have to wait on that. Here it is. DX7 code, that's the one I mean. So that one uses FM synthesis. You see 6 oscillators, all sinus waveform. And this one is really very good Koto sound. Of course, I need to play the... Cooler. It's really a cool sound. Okay, guys, so this about BLUE-3, it's such a deep synthesizer that you can talk ages for it. It's the combination, what it can do. Yeah, you see only in introduction bank, you see a lot of cool sounds, and there's another one. Eerie sound. So let's end this live stream with this eerie sound to give you a good night rest after having a live stream with Rob Papen. You will have a eerie night dreaming about BLUE-3. Bye-bye, guys. See you next time. Stay well.